Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'd like to talk about the indie title We Happy Few. Now, We Happy Few is actually developed by the same folks that were responsible for one of the first games, for one of the first indie games released on the PlayStation 4, and that was Contrast. And the reason why I'm mainly talking about this is because from when that game was released over 2 years ago, Contrast, now we have We Happy Few. It's been over 2 years. This is definitely a much more ambitious title. Now, for those of you guys that don't know this, We Happy Few is actually an indie survival game. And it was actually we have a lot of different Kickstarter games, and We Happy Few is one of these games. I wasn't exactly sure. It had the look to me, kind of like messed up society of, say, for instance, what you would find in a Bioshock game where things just weren't right and people were making choices that weren't acceptable in, thriving communities. But what I found was actually a very interesting indie game. Now, of course, you're out trying to go about surviving and trying to get away from people. Basically, these whole community, they're all about being against sadness, disappointment, depression, and the way that they face these situations and this emotional stress is they take medication or drugs called joy. And for like some, would maybe say, well, it's, their choice. Well, in fact, in this society and We Happy Few, if you do not take joy, if you do not take these drugs that will help bring zero sadness and zero bad memories to you, you will be arrested and you will be sought after, and ultimately, you will be destroyed if you do not comply with what they want you to do. And so, of course, you're out and about, trying to get survival, and it's some real creepy areas. Of course, in the beginning, you're learning about exactly what's going on, and then eventually, when you get out of a safe house, you're just going about these really rundown shacks and people that are really messed up. It definitely had the same type of vibe that I felt when I first got to play throughout the first Bioshock game, where these people were not in a good situation and they were very, very unstable. And such was the case with We Happy Few. People are around that were very, very unstable. But having said that, this is a survival game, so if you want to succeed and survive, you're going to need their help, and you're going to have to persuade them one way or another. There is crafting in the game. For instance, one of the first things you do, you're in this area and you need an item to kind of jimmy or get your way out of this confined area, and so you have to craft a lockpick. And so that's just kind of just gets you off started. It's not like, oh, you're captured and you have to shoot or blast your way out of something every time. I know there's a lot of action or shooters out there. This, of course, has crafting, adventure, survival. So, of course, with this, trying to get from point A to point B, it does have, in fact, with the survival where like you will have to get water, or you will have to get food, or you will have to sleep. And it kind of was a little bit too heavy in the sense for me. I could say like, yeah, of course you need to get water, of course you need to get food to stay alive or sleep. But it was happening for me, at least I felt it was kind of like an accelerated level. I do have to point out to you guys that this, of course, is a very early alpha game. You can buy it on Xbox One, and you can also get it on PC. And this is one of these like early access or early preview games where you get to assist the developers with the creation of this game, creation of the story and the different areas and suggestions that you have for the developers. This definitely is a work in progress. I do definitely want to point this out. There's tons of story. There's essentially just kind of like snippets and a very small taste. And as the months go on, the game will be expanded and more story and more game will be provided to you. On Xbox One and I believe also PC, it does have a price of $30. And so far, I'm actually really digging the game. I'm really enjoying and having a really good time with We Happy Few. Are there bugs? Yes, of course, but the thing, again, it points out in the very beginning, this is an alpha game. With the limitations that I have pointed out, I really think We Happy Few has some real potential. Definitely check it out, guys, when you have the chance. And if you have been able to check out We Happy Few, definitely leave a comment in the section below, guys. Let me know your thoughts. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you later.